Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. How are you doing? Good to see you again. Before we start, make sure you subscribe. Let's get to 100 again, please. Anyway, what are we doing today? You may ask. Well, please don't ask. I'm trying this new setup. Alright, so leave me alone. Let's try again. What are we doing today? You may ask. Well, holidays. We all love them. And holidays. We all have them. And we all need them. Especially right now. I don't think anybody in this country has had an abroad holiday for over a year. Obviously, this excludes your big hotshot Love Island people that, think they're bigger than Tom Hanks just because they've got 10 grand and just because they have a guest handbag. No, it's not right. This is more or less for the normal civilized people of the world. So what way to kind of make us all a bit more jealous and a bit more eager than to look at some funny reviews? A bit like this one. The water to the bath ran cold after 5 minutes, so we had to boil water and tip it in the bath. It was like going back in time. Well guys, drink up. We are not ones for complaining, as we usually like cheap and cheerful. Well, if you like cheap and cheerful, you've got to expect things to not be as brilliant, haven't you? Let's be honest. This review goes on. There is no pool. On that note, I better drink up. No, honestly, if an abroad hotel doesn't have a swimming pool, there's no hope. The bathroom floor is extremely slippery when wet. Lava is hot when it's hot. You know what I mean? Stupid questions. Jack Daniels is alcohol. Same conclusion. We moved to another room with no balcony and a serious lack of privacy. Well, there's one storyline for you on that one. Keep yourself covered up. But then again, you are on holiday, so you are entitled to do what you want. Small negative things are that because of the central location, there is a lot of noise from outside. I used earplugs, but my partner didn't need them though. When you book a holiday, look at the hotel, look at the reviews, look at the location. Then you look at the little description. If that says it's, I don't know, a lively place, then you know to look elsewhere, don't you? Sometimes you've got to use your eyes in order to know where you're going. This next one isn't necessarily a bad review, it's just the randomisation of it. £30 per night for 2 of us. Bargain. Don't pass it up. Lidl up the hill. I'll let you think about that one. I was about to check outside the hotel if I had actually run his dog over, but Atlas, at first impression, it was just his way of saying welcome. Wow. Okay. If you take one look at somebody and they're not smiling, most English people just automatically presume, oh my God, he is miserable. I was injured by a loose end screw on the wall that was hanging out. I think the only way you could have been injured by a loose end of a screw is by taking it out of the wall yourself and stabbing yourself in the eye with it. Pool bar was poor. Drinks served were all-inclusive sizes, so £2 for 200ml beer? If you're on holiday, you shouldn't care what the price is of anything. If there's a beer for €2, get the beer for €2, because it's still beer. It's still going to make you drunk. Okay, so this one's a little bit different from a guy who's on holiday in London, visited London. I don't understand all the hype with this clock. It's literally just a clock. It's going to be a digital one in 30 years anyway. There's a little bit more legacy to it than that. Yes, I agree with you, it's just a clock. But there's a bit more legacy behind it. To be fair to you, you have got a point. Yeah, you know what, I'm going to give you that one. So if any of you know where Arthur's Seat is, if you know where it is, just leave a comment down below. Consider it's in the countryside. Not a chair in sight, had to sit on the grass, and was left with an unsightly wet patch, so it looked like I had soiled myself. In the countryside, there isn't going to be any seats. In the countryside, there's things like sheep and cows. I don't think sheep and cows need to be sitting on benches. You're in their part of the woods now. Take a leaf out of their book. This one's of Stonehenge. I was disgusted to find this was just a few rocks to look at and nothing to do. They should knock it down and build an arcade or fun fair. Don't waste your time, what a silly place. Yes, it's just a few rocks, but that's not the point. It's a legacy, it's a history, it's part of Britain. It's a wonderful part of our lives, I don't know, man. This is probably coming from a person that thinks chicken comes from the same animal as a cow. You get what I mean? No, me neither. It's not an actual eye. I don't like the heights. And I didn't like this. My wife and daughter loved it. I read the newspaper and pretended I was elsewhere. If you don't like heights, don't go near it. The review, fair enough, yeah. The review isn't so stupid. It's that first part. It's not an actual eye. But it's a big wheel. There's no other sarcastic way or funny way to put it. Yawn. As a young adult, I found this very boring, as it was directed towards the older generation. You know what, you're right. To me, it sounds like a nightclub in the middle of Manchester. All the water, ancient walls. It really does sound really modern, you know, the Roman baths. It definitely doesn't sound like it's from, 1066. Woohoo, not good at all. To be honest, I feel like it is an enlarged Ferris wheel, which is given too much publicity. You stand corrected. That's exactly what it is. It's given too much publicity because it's in the capital city. Don't get me wrong, I think the big wheel at Cleethorpes is better. I've been on that many times and I've never been on the London Eye. You want a good half-an-hour experience? You get yourself to the Cleethorpes Eye. Another Big Ben? Jesus, why so many people hating on Big Ben? So I went last week to the famous Big Ben. Let me tell you, we should rename it Medium Ben. I've seen bigger Lego towers. I'm done with this, man. Yes, it's just a clock, but it's a clock with history behind it. I don't know what the history is myself, but I know for a fact that it's more than just a clock. We went to Turkey, and there was far too many Turkish people for our liking, said one. While another complained, we went on holiday to Spain, and we had a problem with the taxi drivers as they were all Spanish. Not being sarcastic in any way, shape or form, I can see the point on this. Because, for example, if a Spanish person was to come to this country, they'd expect everybody to be English. Like you do, you go to a different country, you think, oh, everybody's going to be English. You're wrong. In England, it's a different case. It was windy on the beach, and the sand went in my eyes. Oh God. My fiancée and I booked a twin-bedded room, but we were placed in a double. I am now pregnant. Oh my God, congratulations! Everybody stand up, let's have an applause here.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Celebration. And I tell everyone that you're in love with me.
Name the baby after me. I'm calling time. I've seen enough. Guys, thank you very much for watching episode 2 of Hilarious Holiday Reviews. Well, they're not really hilarious. They're just English people being sarcastically stupid constantly. That's what makes it funny. But anyway, I'll bring back a 3rd episode very soon. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care. And I'll see you very, very soon. Take care.